Welcome students, welcome to class 11. This is our business studies class and today's topic that we are going to cover is auxiliaries to trade. Students, we already learned about the classification of business activities. We have learned about the primary, secondary and tertiary industry. We learned about the functions of commerce. We did about functions of commerce yesterday, and auxiliaries to trade is the last topic that we have to cover in this chapter. After this, your chapter 1 will be completed. It's a very small topic, nothing much in it. So what is auxiliaries to trade? Auxiliaries are the activities which help in the smooth flow of trade, that is known as aids to trade. Okay, the activities which helps you in trading, right? So these activities make buying and selling of goods more easy. These activities helps you in removing various hindrances which arise in connection with the production and distribution of goods. Yesterday we learned about the various hindrances in the functions of commerce. Hindrances of person, hindrance of knowledge, hindrance of place, hindrance of risk, hindrance of finance. We talked about all these hindrances yesterday, and to remove those hindrances, these auxiliaries to trade, these activities helps you out. Okay, right? So these activities are known as services and together constitute service sector or the tertiary sector of the commerce. So all these activities come under the service sector of the commerce, and these help in removing the hindrances of trade which arise in during the production and distribution of the goods. So with the common auxiliaries to trade are, the first one is transportation and communication. So transportation and communication refers to the movement of goods and goods from one place to another, right? Transportation हमें पता ही है कि goods transport करना from one place to another. The production of goods takes place at one place, whereas the demands are in the different parts of the country. So production is getting done at one place in the factory where goods are being produced, but the consumers are located through in the is widely scattered in the country. So how to remove this hindrance of place? To remove this hindrance of place, we require transportation. Okay, so transportation helps in removing this obstacle by transporting the goods from one place to the another place. Okay, the obstacle of place is removed by the transport. So along with transport, communication is also an important service. Communication is also an important service. It helps in exchange of information between producers, consumers and traders. The common communication services are postal service, telephone service, fax, internet, etc. Okay. Now the second auxiliary to trade is banking and finance. Banking and financial institutes, these provide credit facility or loan, etc., for the smooth flow of the business. So banks help the businessman to overcome the problems of funds. Whenever there is a problem of funds in the business, banks helps you out. All along with provision of funds, the commercial bank provide many other facilities like collection and deposit of checks, issue of bank draft, then discounting of bill of exchanges, etc. These are all activities which are facilities which are given by the bank. Bank also provide the facility of bank overdraft and cash credit limit arrangement and payment in foreign currency in case you are exporting or importing the goods. Okay, so all these things are done by banking and finance sectors. The next is insurance. Insurance, it provides a cover against the loss of goods in the process of transit, storage, theft, fire, and other natural calamities. Insurance क्या करता है? It provides us protection it against the losses, uncertain losses in the business. Insurance protection provides protection from some kinds of risks such as loss due to fire. You can take fire insurance, then insurance against the theft or accident. It provides protection to the employees also, and against the risk of accident while working in the production. So businessmen have to pay a nominal amount as premium, and in return they get a compensation for a loss from the insurance company. Then next is your warehousing. What is a warehouse? Warehouse is the place where we store our goods, right? So what does warehouse do? Warehouse covers or uh, covers the time gap between the production and consumption of goods. Yesterday also we talked about it that if जब हम goods produce होते हैं उसमें और consumption में there is a time gap. ठीक है. So sometimes production is done seasonally, but consumption or the demand of the product is throughout the year. So to cover that demand throughout the year in the market, we need warehouses. ठीक है. So goods are not consumed immediately when they are produced. So you need to store them. For example, your wheat, rice, etc. So they are produced in a particular season, but these are consumed throughout the year. So these have to be stored, and special arrangements has to be made to store the goods to prevent the loss and to keep them fresh, and to keep the perishable goods you need cold storage है ना. And for the inflammable goods, yesterday also I told you that then we require the warehouses where fire cannot catch the goods. So warehouses are always constructed keeping in mind the nature of goods. So they always facilitate the availability of goods whenever it is required. Last auxiliary to trade is advertising. So advertising, goods are produced by the producers, but how the consumers will get to know that particular good is available in the market? Consumer will get to know by seeing the advertisements. So advertising brings goods and services into the knowledge or knowledge of the prospective buyers. The buyers or the customers get to know about the goods through advertising only. So it helps to overcome the problem of knowledge. ठीक है. Goods advertisement provides the consumers the knowledge of goods available in the market. Advertisement spreads awareness among the consumers regarding the new goods and their uses. So advertisement directly promotes the sale of goods. It is a very good technique of sale promotion and improves the knowledge of customers, right? So this was it. That was it, and it's a small topic. Only 5 points it has, and with this, our chapter number 1 is finished. I hope it is very much clear to you all, and I'll be giving you some questions also, some worksheets also, and some case studies based on this chapter 1. I hope you all will be able to do it, and if you have any of the problems, any of the doubt, you can always ask me. I'm always there to clear your doubts, right? Thank you. Goodbye.